Gold is testing patience this week, and if you rush it, the market will humble you fast. They trade markets. I trade only my namesake. I'm gold, not just a trader, but a trader who trades only her namesake. Gold on gold. Welcome back to the channel where I break down the market with clarity and share practical trading insights you can actually apply. So let's check the charts. I will show you the key levels I'm watching this week on XAUUSD. We are here on the monthly, and you can see we've not had any pullback on the monthly since this breakout. I'm still expecting this pullback around to this our structural area, or at least to the 50%. Okay, since there's no pullback yet, this is still far. So let's check the weekly. Same thing on the weekly. Gold has been flying. You can notice each candle, none has taken out a weekly low. It's just been taking the high, taking the high. I really would want one candle to take out the next low. Let the retracement just start already. Let's check the daily. Alright, for the daily, while everybody was bearish on Friday, I was actually bullish. Why? This is a daily FVG. Price is still respecting it here. Price is still respecting this FVG. And so that was why I took the buy I took on Friday while everybody was looking out for sell. Price is still respecting this daily FVG. And based on this daily, what I expect price to do, I expect price to do something like this. Let me see. Based on the daily, I expect this price to pull back to this zone, tap it, and probably give us a high, or take out this low, and then we can check out this area. We can check out this area for this zone. Yeah, if we get a pullback, I would want to see price test the 50%. This FVG aligns with the 50%, so I will be looking at this FVG, my people. We're looking at this FVG. That is, if price fails to take out this low, what I would expect price to do is something like this. Sweep all the liquidity, and then now that's on the daily. Yeah. Let's check for the 4 hours. So based on these 4 hours, you can see these two zones. Okay, there is actually, if you check, I think Forex, let me see. Alright, so for the Forex factory, why I brought it is because there's this FVG I am watching out for. It's not on Oanda. Yeah, you can see here. This has that FVG that overlaps with our daily FVG. Let me check the daily. Yeah, you can see. That's the FVG that overlaps with the daily FVG. But you can see that Oanda does not have it. See the tiny 4 hours that Oanda has. So that's why majority of the times I make sure that I have different. Let me show you. Um, let me show you here. I have all the XAU, whatever. I have all the XAU pairs here because you have to change. You have to check different brokers to know what you're doing and what you're not doing. This does not have that 4 hours, but Forex Factory has that 4 hours FVG. I have my eyes there because now there's an equal low here. I made mention of it in my last analysis that I'm expecting price to take out. And there's an FVG here patiently waiting. Now we've created another liquidity. So if price fails to take out this high, If price fails to do something like this and take out the high, then I expect price to do something like this before we continue the run. Alright? This is for the 4 hours. And remember, it aligns with our structural area, the last break of structure. Okay, so let's go back to Wanda. Yeah, the same thing. If price takes out this low, then we should. But I want to see this daily NVG disrespected before I will be bearish. Yeah, I want to see this daily NVG disrespected before I become bearish. Okay, so let's check the 1 hour. So for the 1 hour, yeah, can see this. This is the equal low that I'm still expecting to be taken out. And this is an FVG that has an order block just close to our structural level. Yeah, just close to our structural level. And now price has created another relatively equal lows. Please note I am super bullish on gold here. I'm not bearish at all. I am super bullish, but based on let me check. Based on our 4 hour structure, this was the last break of structure and this was the low that led to that break of structure. And since then, price has been running. So if we are getting a pullback, I expect it to come to at least the 50%. And we have equal lows here and we have 4 hours FVG here, which I've shown you at the Forex Factory. Yeah. Sorry, I say Forex Factory, which I've shown you at forex.com. Yeah. We have 4 hours FVG. We have the relatively equal lows. And now price has created another relatively equal lows. So it's just giving me the vibe that this FVG will hold to push price higher. As if this fails to take this high out. Okay, so that's let's go to the 1 hour. So let's deal with the current structure here. Based on the current structure, we got an internal change of character, which is why everybody has been bearish. Which is why, but we shouldn't be bearish until this low is taken. This was the low that gave on the 1 hour. This was the low that gave the last break of structure, and price has put back deeply. So I will get bearish when this low is taken. If this low is taken, I might look for a sell entry to this FVG. Yeah. If this low is taken, I might look for entry to the FVG. But I will be looking for buys, only buys from here. Now, on the 1 hour, we got this break of structure. We got another break of structure. This week, I don't know. Price is reacting from this other block here. So on this, yeah, you know I love FVGs a lot. So I would want to see a pullback from here to this 1 hour FVG. 1 hour FVG, which overlaps with this resistance area that price has been fighting to break out of. So I would want to see this and then a new high. Yeah. That's if you miss the buy entry from this area. If you have not joined my Telegram, you can join my Telegram because I basically gave this POI here for this buy. I think it was on the 4 hours. Aha, it's on the 4 hours for Forex Factory. I gave this POI. I was interested in this POI for buy. So I had two POIs that I posted on my Telegram community. This was the first one, and this was the second one. Yeah. So if you've not joined my Telegram, be sure to join the Telegram. Link is on my bio. Yeah. Be sure to join the Telegram. I will post my POIs. Watch the entry confirmation videos. Get your entry confirmation, and then you can take a buy. And I also made mention how why if you watch the video, you will know why I took this trade. I didn't get confirmation entry here, but I also mentioned if you don't get confirmation entry or you were not on it when the confirmation entry happened, I also mentioned how you can join the trade, which is what I did here. So be sure to watch those videos. All right. So like I said, I'll be expecting to get more buys from this FVG to take out the high. But if then we get ah if then we get this to this, then we can sell from here. Yeah, we can sell from here to the FVG. Yeah, if we get something like this, we can sell from here to the 4 hours FVG. But other than that, I'm expecting this FVG to hold because it overlaps with this resistance, it overlaps with this resistance. So I'm expecting this to hold and take price higher. Let's check the 30 minutes if there's anything I can see. Mm. So based on the 30 minutes, this was the last break of structure and price pulled back using this other block that swept liquidity. And so on the 30 minutes, the FVG is quite tiny. The FVG is quite tiny, but we have this block here. I wouldn't take this block. Instead, I'm gonna use that liquidity for either the FVG or this other block, but I don't expect price to come to this extreme anymore unless it's coming to take it out. So I'll still use the 1 hour FVG. Let's see what we'll see in the 15 minutes. So for the 15 minutes, you can see price is rejecting this area. So if we get a breakout, you will probably wait for a test and then you can buy to the upside. Aside that, you can see in this area liquidity for this area. Yeah, this area is liquidity for this area. So our 1 hour IBG is still like the cleanest thing I can see here. The only thing I can see here on 15 minutes is this breakout retest and then more buys, which you can use. But aside that, this 1 hour FVG is what I'll be interested in taking because I love it because of the alignment with the resistance area. So I expect it to come and hold. But once we get a breakdown, just the target should just be this 4 hours FVG. That's it. All right. So it's as simple as that. You might not enter aggressive here because we don't know if it will buy or it will enter. Make sure you watch the confirmation entry videos that I posted on Friday. So you can use that confirmation entry here. Go to 5 minutes and get an entry confirmation that you can buy. Otherwise, don't go in aggressive here. Yeah, because we are at a resistance, we are at a support. We need a breakout and a retest for more buys. Or a breakdown and a retest for more sales. Yeah. That's it for this week's analysis. Remember, consistency and patience always pays off in the long run. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification so that you don't miss my videos whenever I post. See you in the next video, and as always, trade safe.